This video begins with the view of our massive bed that we do not need that size of bed because we're only very little.
It continues with my musings about what we're going to do about the bed to make it smaller and other random thoughts about our camper in general. So here's the setup as it is. As you can see, got a massive amount of table space. Now it's a 4-berth camper, though God knows why anybody would want 4 people in such a small space. I certainly don't. Nobody's coming in it with us. So you've got this massive space up here which you pull out, and apparently 2 people can sleep up there, but I crawled up there, which I think is pretty agile for a 57-year-old woman. Am I 57? What year is it? 24. I'm only 56, haha. So I got up there quite easily, but it's manoeuvring once you're up there. And also, if you put a decent thickness mattress in there, which at our age you bloody need, because that thing isn't going to cut the mustard, then there's just no headspace. You could barely roll over. I think it'd be a little bit too claustrophobic, so I'm thinking of finding something else to do with that space. Obviously storage comes to mind, but yeah, the only problem about turning the seats round and having them come out this way, I mean, obviously we can rig up something that can support the bed when it's out, is that then we don't have a table because there's nowhere for the table to hook up to. So thinking maybe don't have a fixed table, have one like a camping table that you can just put up when you're sat in the van, and then you can put it down again when you don't need it. But it's going to open up a huge amount of space. Get rid of this seat here, and like I said, open up the cupboard space there. Could I do that? Ah yes, so I could open up the cupboard space up to here, and then there's still plenty of room between there and there for us to sleep. I think that's a really good idea, but if anyone's got any ideas on what we can do about a table, please drop a reply in the comments. There's a few things that need reasonably immediate attention. The sliding door doesn't slide very well. If you can hear. So, right, that's shut, but when you try to open it, it makes a terrible noise. Actually, it seems to be getting easier the more I'm using it, but I'm going to clean it out and clean out the runners and put some appropriate lubrication on there. What's another thing? Ah yes, another thing is the windows need resealing. Do let me know if you where I can get that from. We've not taken the awning out yet. We're hoping it works, but hey ho, if it doesn't, we never expected an awning in the first place. So another thing that's a little bit dodgy: A, curtains behind the sink and cooker, but B, this thing doesn't catch even without the curtain there. It doesn't catch. It's a bit dodgy over here. Can you hear that? So I don't know, I have no idea what to do about that. Now there's supposed to be a battery under here. There isn't a battery under here, but I would like some recommendations on what battery to put in there, because that's where the diesel heater is. So we've got these I'm guessing there. I don't know what these are. The water lines? Yes, the water lines. In and out, I'm guessing. But I've no idea what you're supposed to attach them to. I've got this little thing down here. I've got a water bottle there, and it seems to be attached. Can't really see, hang on. It seems to have a hose in it, which I can only guess goes to this. It doesn't work because I'm guessing it has to be hooked up to the battery. It's got a fabulous little fridge. Absolutely no idea if that works. And over here, when you open up the back, which I can't obviously because it's against a wall, we've got a little table that comes up for extra worktop, and a little table that also opens up down there. We've got a wardrobe, and as we are hobbits, I imagine our clothes will fit in there. Overall, I'm extremely bloody happy with this. Oh, there's one thing, that looks fabulous from the inside, but it doesn't close quite. Another thing that is a bit dodgy is that looks okay from the inside. There's no water coming in, but it's not completely flush on the outside. The ceiling there, this little cover with the light and the fan in it, also don't know if the fan works. That's come away from the ceiling, and I've run my hands behind it, and I can't quite, there doesn't seem anything where you could catch it, and I heavily suspect that even though this is lined with carpet, that's the only insulation in here. I think that's straight onto the fiberglass. In fact, I'm 100% certain that's straight onto the fiberglass. And I don't want to be poking holes up there. So again, if anybody's got any ideas how I can fix that up flush, that would be fantastic. Anything else? Oh yeah, there's a few electrical problems at the front. I mean, nothing dire. We've not got a backlight for the drive position. However, as long as none of the other lights are showing, we can presume we're in drive, and away we go. The radio only plays on one set of speakers, but the Hobbit can sort that out. He's dead good with that sort of thing. What else? Well, there's nothing really. I mean, it's all trifling things. Well, so far, because obviously we don't have a battery down there, so we can't work out if anything in this area works. I understand that getting a really good leisure battery is the best option. Right, so, oh yeah, one other thing. We've got a solar panel, but I can't for the life of me see where it comes in, where the wire comes into the van, or how to use it to switch anything on. Oh, maybe it's connected to that. That would be nice. And then it charges the battery. I'm a novice. Don't shoot me in the comments. We've got I've just noticed this. A little bit of delamination going on here. But it doesn't matter because I'm not keeping it wood anyway. I'm going to do a paint job just to brighten it up a bit. Also thinking of putting, well, I've put some extra flooring down because when I take these seats out, there's not going to be any flooring underneath it, I guess. Oh no, there might be. But anyway, I'm going to put a new bit of flooring down because I just want to cheer the place up. So I believe that's it so far. Let me know what you think. I'm bloody dead chuffed with it. Oh, it drives really nice. It ain't fast. It's going to be a dawdle rather than a sprint, but then I suppose that's what you want when you're doing your van life. Okay, well, oh yeah, I haven't shown you around the outside. I couldn't believe how tall this was. It doesn't look that tall in the photographs, but my goodness, it's a good 4 foot above me. So we won't be parking in any municipal car parks. It's bleeding enormous. I only wanted a couple of inches extra head space, well, above my head, but I can literally jump up and down in this thing and I don't touch the ceiling. So, anyway, bye-bye for now. Thanks for watching, and this is what we were excited about. 1 week later, we have greased up all the bits that need greasing up. Done another couple of little bits and bobs. I don't know if you can hear, but I've discovered how the diesel heater works, which is fabulous. Some decisions need making. So, as I was talking about before, I want a gap down there. I don't want the bed to come all the way out to here. So I worked out that we can have the bed this long, which will give us a little gap down here to put things. This will be coming off. So I'll make a bench seat all the way along there, and take that table hanger off of there. So we'll have a lovely long bench seat. I'm going to have one of those tables that fix to the floor, which will be probably as long as all of this, because that would be great to support the bed. Yeah, that means there's going to be an overhang on the mattress. So it's got to be this wide, because it's 115 centimetres wide, which is plenty for the Hobbit and myself. Cut this corner off, and then raise this cupboard up to the height of this, giving us a little bit of extra space. We're going to have to get the professionals in, because, oh, let me get this out of the way. This is where all the electrics are. So I don't know whether we can, I imagine we can just leave that like that and just build an extra bench seaty bit across there. I think we can probably leave that, actually. Apart from getting into it, because obviously I want that little gap there so I can slide things down. It just gives a little bit of space, so I could probably make a fixed bit of board there, and then a hinged bit of board there, so that if we need to get in there we can just lift it up. That's a plan. I've decided that these curtains need to go. They're just useless. They don't fit. They get in the way. If I need to do any cooking, these are right next to the burners. I mean, that's ludicrous. So I think I'm going to go with blinds across all of the windows. It's probably going to cost an arm and a leg, but it's going to make me feel a lot better. Still not sure what to do about this stupid thing. It doesn't stay up. Oh, the curtains keep it there, but then the curtains will set alight. So I don't think that's the best idea. Got some stuff that I've found and I don't really understand. What have we got here? So here it says boiler control. So I've no idea how that works, because I don't see anything that looks like a boiler under here. Oops. The only thing we've got under here is the gas for the cooker. I don't see anything boilery. So that's just the wheel arch under there. What's this? Ooh. Oh, that's the gas. Jesus, what is that and how does it work? Oh. So what have I got under there? A thing. Oh, it's got the writing telling me what it is. I can't see it or read it. I wonder if that's got anything to do with it. Well, that's just gas. I don't... Maybe it's all behind, because that's not as deep in that cupboard as it is down in that cupboard. So maybe whatever boilery thing is going on, I think it might be actually, is going on behind that piece of wood. And then over here, oh, I'm making a old mess here. You bugger off over there. Oh God, now you're in the way. Right, I'll have to come back to that. Hello again, I'm back. So over here is where I guess the water. So the water in and the water out. I've got a little tube here, which I can only guess attaches to something. Well, that's the only one that reaches. The other one doesn't reach. I would have thought that the red was the wastewater and the blue was the good water. So, is there something under my van? Where does this go? It's just there. It doesn't reach anything. I'm very confused about that. So one's got to be taking the water in, one's got to be letting the water out. But like I say, this doesn't reach to anything. This will just about reach to this. But I'm very confused. I don't know where you keep the water. You're all going to be looking at this going, it's so obvious. It's not bloody obvious to me. Okay, well, that's about it for now. Oh, we have a fan. I have no idea how it works. Perhaps it's not connected at the moment. I would have thought it was connected to the leisure battery. It might be connected to the main battery, because at the moment the Hobbit's got that battery charging. So I can only guess that it's connected to the main battery. Alright, I can only hope it's connected to the main battery, because it's certainly not working off of the leisure battery. And the light isn't working. You'd think that it would all work off the leisure battery. Am I missing something? I quite obviously am missing something. So there's our heater controls. 12 volt, 240 volt. Well, I guess I'm on 12 volt, but there's no light coming on there. What's going on down here? What are these things? What is that? I don't know what that is. Obviously they're connections. Oh, hello. What have we got there? Let's see if I can read it. Oh, these old knees. Boiler, 30 amps. Heater, 15 amps. Solar, 10 amps. radio 5 amps. What have we got there? I can't even read that. Leisure battery 30 amps. Charger 15 amps. Fridge 15 amps. Water pump 5 amps. 12 volt sockets 10 amps. And what the heck does it say? Lights 10 amps. Right, so we know everything that we've got. What's going on with this? Is everything turned on here? Isolator? Oh, sorry, isolator. I don't know if it's the right way around. Woo! You snappy little bugger. Oh, that is off, so that's on. I don't know if that's off or on. Oh, hang on a minute. Let's see if a light will turn on. Nope, a light does not turn on. So whatever I did there, I'm going to undo and shut that. The leisure battery appears to be a very small one, much smaller than it was originally intended, because those battery stops there are about 1 inch out on that side, and I'd say about 3 inches out on that side. So we possibly could do with having a larger battery. But I don't know nothing about it. Well, I do a bit because I watch YouTube all the time. And it says lots of stuff. I don't write it down, so I never remember it. I can watch stuff over and over again and still not remember it. But I do know that the best battery you can afford is the battery you should get. Okay, I've taken most of the curtains off. I have to get through to the other side to take those off. But I like it better already. I imagine blinds are going to cost an absolute fortune. Well, we'll have to wait and see. So, the seat belts, all of these seat belts need to go. Blooming loads of seat belts. What have you got in here? So we've got 3 seat belts there, 2 seat belts there, so that's 5. That's 6, 7. So you can potentially take 7 people in this vehicle, but you can literally only sleep 4. Oh well, I suppose if you're just going on a day out, it would be marvellous. But they're bloody going. I don't want to have any excuse to take other people in my tiny van. So 2 seats is all it's going to be. Yeah, I don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. I'm going to hang on to the curtains. But I really hate them. I've got to try and find a different option. And I don't know what that's going to be. Maybe not quite so thick, because they don't open up very well. They're thick, and I know that's a good idea for insulation, but they just don't open up very much. And I was just wondering if I could fit some bottom rails for them to slide along that, but that still doesn't solve my problem of having curtains near that cooker. It's just not going to work. Oh well, I'll work it out. Maybe I'll just make some like window inserts, but then you've got to think about where you're going to keep the window inserts when you don't want the windows covered up. I mean, I've got a huge amount of space up here, which is probably where they'll end up. Still pondering about this, because this should be attached to that, but like I say, fiberglass. I don't want to be screwing up there and it going through the bloody roof. So 100% not sure about that. Somebody will tell me. We'll figure it out.